Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Wednesday, December the 20th. It is National Sangria Day. Now, what is sangria? Is that the thing I was just talking to you about the other day?
Yes, it is. It's a very sweet wine concoction.
So I saw a video online. Don't know if this is true. Didn't try it because I don't really drink any of this stuff. But a guy said the Hooters sangria recipe was posted on the internet, and it was cheap red wine plus Mountain Dew. And then he mixed that stuff together, and he was saying it was amazing. Now, I don't know if it really is. I'm not going to try it, but if you're into that kind of thing, maybe today's the day, National Sangria Day. Cathode Ray Tube Day, Dot Your Eyes Day, Games Day, International Human Solidarity Day, Sacagawea Day, Mud Day, and, Heidi, today is Go Caroling Day. We should do that. That'd be fun.
No.
Somebody who's kind of caroling, Michael Damian from The Young and the Restless. He's also got a bunch of music out, and he's got a new Christmas album coming out, so kind of caroling. So we're going to be chatting with Mr. Michael Damian coming your way here in just a bit.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for surveys and studies and such, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. There's one thing that young kids' parents can count on. They won't be sleeping on Christmas morning. They wake up early. But what time does the average kid get up on December the 25th? Well, here are the results of a new survey, Heidi. Over 2,000 parents were asked, and the overall average wake-up time, 6:44 a.m. Does that sound about right for our kids when they were little?
No, we used to have to wake our kids up.
Yeah.
I think we were always more excited than they
we're
were.
like, hey, it's Christmas morning. And they're like, can we get up at noon? I'm like, no, what? But most kids are up by 6:45 a.m., according to this study. 15% are before 7 a.m. 1 in 6 say that they'll put a boring Christmas movie in to help calm them down because they're like trying to get them to go to sleep at night the night before and they won't fall asleep. So they're like, okay, we try to find a terrible movie for them to watch. And then it's like, okay, I'm going to bed. But it's sneaking up. There are also some ideas on cutting off sugary treats a few hours before bed. That helps the kids get to sleep. But if you'd like all the details, the study is pretty in-depth. And I've got it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know a study published this week by the American Psychological Association found that 77% of us have accepted an unwanted invitation to a holiday event just to avoid ramifications for missing it? You ever done that?
Oh, yeah.
She does that all the time, year round. I'm like, we should go to this. She's like, I don't want to go to it. I'm like, come on, Heidi. Let's go. We got to go to this. She's like, fine.
All the time.
I'll put on a bra. Anyway, the lead author said, across our experiments, we consistently found that invitees overestimate the negative ramifications of the inviter getting a decline from them. They're like, if you don't go, they're probably not going to care as much as you think. So don't be afraid to turn down an invite in order to avoid a holiday burnout issue.
That's good to know.
Spending time with others is how relationships develop, though. So don't decline every invitation, Heidi. All right, we don't know everything.
Did you hear that it doesn't matter if you go or not?
I heard that part. I'm going to just skip past it. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Start practicing your red light, green light, because Squid Game, the challenge, is coming back for another season. Netflix renewed the reality show recently. That was even before season 1 was done. A statement from Netflix says there was no red light in our decision to green light season 2 of Squid Game.
That's
Thank
clever.
you. And Fox is ringing in the new year by turning back the clock quite a ways. January 1st, they're going to air MASH, the comedy that changed television. It's a 2-hour special featuring new interviews with surviving cast members from the television program MASH.
That's pretty great.
And it really is a comedy that changed television, so that'll be pretty cool. That was one of the finale of that was one of the largest viewing audiences still to this day of all time. And ABC announced that they've canceled Station 19. Fans are not having it. They're online, very upset. There's even a petition if you want to click it. I've got it. It's in the show notes. I've never seen the show, but for those who like it, they love it. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. I just read the average Canadian is now worth more financially than the average American.
Okay.
But if this makes you feel any better, the average American weighs more. I actually have
Pound for pound.
I have nothing to back that up other than my third chin. So that's all I'm usually going with on that. And Taylor Swift has 6 Grammy nominations for the ceremony, which is going to be held on February the 4th. So 2023 was a big year for Taylor Swift and for fans of Taylor Swift. Now, we're going to jump into this because I think this is a really interesting thing. Every holiday season, eco-conscious consumers ask themselves the same question. What kind of Christmas tree is the most sustainable? Well, a London company is offering you the chance to rent the same tree year after year after year after year.
I absolutely love
I think
this.
Heidi might have been the one to share this with me.
I
You
did.
can order a pot-grown Norway spruce online or pick it up in person and then enjoy it for the festive season and then return it after Christmas. The London Christmas tree rental will then replant that tree, allowing it to grow a little more for the year, and then the next year they'll return it to you for use again.
Isn't that great?
That's cool. And then when the tree gets to the point where it's 7 feet tall, the company retires that tree and replants it back in its original forest. So that way, because a lot of people have 8-foot ceilings, and when you put the pot underneath of it, it's,
Yep.
At a certain point, it's going to be too big. So they go, this way you don't have to trim it. LondonChristmasTreeRental.com is their website. I think it's a neat idea. And
I love it.
I'm sure there are other people doing this in other places as well. But this is the one that was shared to me. Again, I think it's a neat idea. And this is something you could do on your own, too. Just so you know, if you wanted to plant a tree and then bring that in the house and then put it back outside, you don't have to be a company to do that. Like, anybody could. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday. Excited to visit with our guest today, Michael Damian. He's been on The Young and the Restless for many, many, many years. He's also had a bunch of hit songs, huge one back in the 80s, Rock On, and he's got a new Christmas album that he just put out now. Michael, tell me about the new album.
Well, it's a brand new Christmas album, and it has quite a few original new Christmas music recorded and produced and written with my fabulous Grammy Award-winning brothers, Larry and Tom. And we've got some classics that are reimagined for you as well. And, after making quite a few Christmas movies, Christmas Waltz, Falling for Christmas, A Paris Christmas Waltz that just came out with the director, I've been immersed in Christmas music. So we had a lot of songs by the time we, finished all these films. And we thought, we got to get the album out. And here it is. It's out now.
And Michael, I got to tell you, I'm a big fan of Christmas movies. Here's the thing I like about Christmas movies. Even though some people like to kind of poke fun saying they're all the same, hey, they're not. They're all different. But here's the thing that's nice. You can't watch a Christmas movie and not be in a good mood when it's done.
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, that's That's the beauty of them, is that you feel good afterwards and you're not walking away depressed. And anytime you can uplift someone's spirit and bring them some joy, that for me is everything. And, I mentioned we had a film out last year called Falling for Christmas. Did you get a chance to see that? It was the Lindsay Lohan return on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay, we made that one. Hey, we're excited to say that was the number one movie in the world, seen by over 150 million people.
Isn't that awesome?
On Netflix. Yeah, so that just spoke volumes that we reached that many people. And now the new one this year is A Paris Christmas Waltz on Great American Family Network. And that just debuted. We're thrilled about the reaction so far, and now we got the Christmas album, so it's pretty awesome.
Michael, I got to tell you, you're living a lot of people's dreams, because there are some people out there that all they want in life is to have a hit song. You've had that. All they want in life, other people maybe, is to be on a TV show that's successful. You've had that. Maybe others would say, boy, it sure would be nice to have a successful movie out there. You've had all of that. You're living like 3 or 4 people's dreams.
Oh, I'm so well, thank you, by the way. That's something I really don't take lightly. I really appreciate it. I'm really grateful for everything that I've been given, and I don't take it for granted. You hit the nail on the head. I started in music. My dream was to have a number 1 record, and when I had that with Rock On, it was like getting my Olympic gold medal. I was so thrilled and honored, and having the opportunity to star on Broadway with Andrew Lloyd Webber, doing Joseph, and playing Joseph in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat was another big dream. And so that was amazing. So, I'm doing what I love. And I think if you do what you love and are passionate and committed, the key is, John, you have to follow through on things. And that's been the way I was raised. And so I try to just, if I'm going to start something, I got to finish it. I can't leave it half baked. And, that's sort of how I roll. And, just enjoying life and really grateful for everything that I've been given.
Let's talk about the Christmas album one more time. Where can folks go to find this album? Is it available right now?
Yeah, it's available now on iTunes, YouTube Music, pretty much wherever you like to listen to your songs. Just been, Michael Damian Christmas album. One of the lead off singles is Bring Back the Christmas Card. It's a nostalgic song, original song, and it's about just taking a minute, maybe instead of sending a text, why don't you sit down and maybe write a Christmas card? It's not that hard.
I love
just mail out a Christmas card. And I'm singing it with the amazing Sharon Hendricks, who is one of the most fabulous singers ever. She performs with Barry Manilow every night here in Vegas. She's singing with me on it. And a couple different duets with some fabulous performers and great musicians I have on it. Josh Freese from the Foo Fighters. He's playing drums. Jeff Badco, keyboards. Got pretty much an all-star band. So
I love it.
Love for everyone to hear it and let me know their thoughts.
Michael, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. And thank you, by the way, for watching me on Young and the Restless.
Yeah.
I will be doing some music on the show as well because Danny Romolotti's back in town.
Thank you so much, sir. You have a great day and have a very wonderful holiday season.
Thanks, John, and my love to Heidi.
Absolutely. Again, our guest today has been Michael Damian. I'll throw a link to that Christmas album. You can also find him on Young and the Restless. He's got a new Christmas movie that's out right now. I'll throw a link to the trailer and information on that as well. It's all in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The word friends is said in every episode of the TV show Friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
Huh.
kind of cool. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Will Ferrell consumed so much sugar while filming Alf that he became physically ill.
I've heard
If
that.
you remember
Poor
the spaghetti
guy.
scene, you
Yes.
can probably understand why. And they had to film that over and over and over and over and over. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Maine is the only U.S. state with a single syllable name. Every other state is at least 2 syllables.
Really?
Maine. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Slugs have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 noses. Yeah,
Really?
good to know. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Some prehistoric dragonflies had wingspans as big as a hawk. Can you imagine that?
Oh, that'd be creepy.
Yeah, and our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Alexander the Great was buried in a vat of honey. Don't know why, but there you go. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. In a survey, the top 3 gifts that women said they dread getting the most were gift certificates, tacky ornaments, and this. What is this? Yikes. This would be a terrible thing to give
Gym
somebody.
membership.
A diet book.
Oh.
Why would
it's
you?
along the same lines.
Unless somebody was asking specifically for that is
Right.
never, ever, ever okay
No.
to give. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Some fans of the Christmas movie Home Alone are reacting with shock after finding out how much money little Kevin McAllister
I saw this.
would have had to come up with if he were going to the grocery store today. So for those of you who don't know, this movie came out a long time ago. It was 1990. After being left alone for the holidays, an 8-year-old famously went to a supermarket, purchased a large haul of food and household items. It was less than $20 back then. It was a half gallon of milk, a half gallon of orange juice, a TV dinner, frozen mac and cheese, laundry detergent, cling wrap, toilet paper, and a pack of toy army men for the kids, and some dryer sheets. A total of $19.83. Well, last year, somebody did the math and said, you know how much that would cost this year in 2022? It was going to cost $44.40. Somebody else did the math this year in 2023. Do you know what it is now?
It's a lot.
$72.28. So from 1990 all the way up until 2022, it doubled in price, and it almost doubled in price again in the last year. Craziness. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. I'd love for you to think about this too, Heidi. What is the worst advice you've ever been given?
Oh my gosh.
So think about that for a second. Eat all your food and you'll grow up big and strong. That was one. He who dares wins. I dared a lot and lost a lot. Work hard and good things will happen. Just do it. What's the worst that could happen? Trust me, I'm a lawyer. Don't stay single too long. Get married. It's fun having kids. Okay, so here's all of those things, and these are all some that were posted on a thing called Fail Army. What would you say? Do you ever have any worst advice?
I can't really think of anything right off the top of my head.
I have some. A couple of years ago, I went to a Bitcoin event, and I wanted to buy Bitcoin, and I had like 7 people in my life say, do not buy Bitcoin. Since then, it is quadrupled in price. They're like,
It wouldn't have worked out for us.
don't buy Bitcoin. I'm like, well, I think it's kind of a cool thing. It's interesting. I don't know anything about it still to this day, but I wanted to do it, and everybody told me, don't do it. And then I just did an interview recently, and I found out, oh, hey, that would have been worth 4 times as much. All right.
4 times as much from the day of your meeting. I don't know how we could have known that.
No, because I looked afterwards. I looked to see. All right. The list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote today is from Bobby Boucher, who's actually Adam Sandler playing the character Bobby Boucher in a movie called Waterboy. Bobby Boucher's character says, "My mama says that alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush."
Such a great movie.
I was going to just say, that movie still holds up. I watched it not
does.
too long. It was like, I don't know, maybe a year ago now. It's been a little while ago. It was while we were moving, so a year and a half ago. Watched that movie again, and I laughed just as hard as I did the first time I saw it. Still good. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way, courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. I think this is really kind of a cool story. Photographer captures stunning photos of a spotted moose in Norway. So a stunning creature marked by its unique spotted coat has become the talk of the town after Thomas, I think Morch, maybe it was Morch, captured breathtaking images of this elusive animal. It looks like a Holstein cow. So it's like white with dark or dark with white. I'm thinking it's white with dark. Anyway, the enchanting encounter unfolded when he received a tip from a friend who was lucky enough to spot this rare moose in the wild. He said, "I have a friend who runs horses up there, and the moose had been out this summer in the pasture for several days. I traveled there immediately because if I didn't, he could be gone." So he got up there, and he did capture some amazing footage of this. There's photographs showing the spotted moose foraging for food amidst the dense snow. En route to his workplace, he also had the opportunity to witness the moose. So a different person who was driving on their way to work, and they snapped some video and some photos too, but not nearly as good as this other guy who does that for a living, you know.
Right.
And it says the animal has been eating well. He's good and fat and looked like he was doing well. Several days after capturing the photos, they revisited the location with his children only to find the moose has vamoosed. I added that part. Could you tell?
Yes, I could.
All right. If you would like to see these photos, here's the thing that's cool. I've got a link to the page with the photos and the video and all of that. But if you scroll down to the bottom of that page, there's a link to his Facebook page, and you can see even more cool photos because this guy's a great photographer. I've got a link to all of that. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.